This is Halo Infinite. We're here on Xbox Series X, and since it's been a long time, I thought this would be the perfect opportunity, while I'm sick, because this game is sick, to take a look at Halo Infinite. So be sure to like the video, subscribing is great as well. So here, the epic continuation of the Halo series that soft reboots the soft rebooted 5th entry that follows Master Chief with his pilot friend that has a lot of emotional issues as they attempt to survive on yet another Halo ring. It's kind of open world, but it doesn't really do much, and the open world itself is quite barren and a little bit depressing, I guess you could say. So, let's dive in and enjoy the magic. That is Halo Infinite. Was I supposed to go? Yeah, I was supposed to go this way. I was like, oh, okay. You know what's hilarious is technically I have never finished this campaign, at least on my account. Which might sound weird because, you know, obviously we're reviewing this here. But what happened is I actually reviewed this through a review build of Halo Infinite. So I actually used a secret project whatever version of this game. So my progress does not carry over to this version of it, which I always get a laugh out of. So technically on my account, this is the first time I've played this. Which is so funny. From that perspective. Let's make our way through the ship. So, yeah, we're gonna get down into the actual ring, and then we'll talk about the visuals, the performance, and everything like that. We do have 2 graphical modes, and then on the multiplayer, something else a little bit fun too, which is exciting. And, yeah, kind of the journey just follows Master Chief as he goes about killing these brutes while this other brute talks to him. Doesn't really make a lot of sense, but you just kind of go along with it. And, yeah, just kind of another Halo entry. And then things get left on a bit of a cliffhanger. And who knows where Halo will go next. It's always entertaining, though. Oh, and there's collectibles. There is that open world where you can do, like, really repetitive little missions. It feels like, especially since I have the art of Halo Infinite, which I'm looking at right now, which you can't see, but this is the art of Halo Infinite. Seems like they had a lot more planned for this game, and over several years they just, like, didn't get anything done. And, yeah, it's kind of a game where you just kind of grapple down endless gray hallways, people blab at you, you kill some people, and then it ends. And the vehicles are like paper mache, so even the cool vehicle moments are pretty sad and depressing. It's a lot more cinematic driven. It's like one of the longest Halo, I think it is actually the longest Halo campaign ever, but, you know, not really great or anything like that. It's incredibly average. Yeah, the campaign of it, like when you really think about it, it's just like grappling, hooking down endless gray hallways, and then occasionally a giant ape goes, rah, rah, rah. And then he's like happy that you're killing everyone and stuff. It really doesn't make any sense. Yeah, genuinely, it's just like illogical. But, you know, 7 years, we got like a whole Halo trilogy in that time that were masterpieces, and in this game, it's just like, ugh. There it is, another Halo ring. Like, that's supposed to be shocking. 20 years into this franchise. We gotta go and find ourselves a weapon. Which may or not be exactly just Cortana.
Chief, you still with me?
I don't know, man. I'm tripping out here. Come pick me up, Echo.
I'm coming to get you. Welcome back, Chief.
Let's get out of here.
Let's get out of here.
Bum, 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 bum. See? Achievements. It's like it's the first time I've ever played this. But it's funny because I have a walkthrough on the channel playing through the whole game. So, I have. Ahead of launch, actually. I think it was like 2 months or 2 or 3 months I had this all finished. Like I had actually played through it all. 2 or 3 months before it actually came out. I still believe this one had overinflated review scores because people were splitting their reviews between single player and multiplayer. Anyways, we need to get down to business. Everyone's deceased, everyone's sad.
It's not safe.
The real fun is when we get into the ring, though. So the game has two different visual options that you can choose from. What we've been seeing is the dynamic 4K 60. So it drops down, but you know, looks really clean as you see all these gray aesthetic block areas over and over again. And we've got HDR support, VRR support, which is variable refresh rate, console keyboard and mouse. We've got Dolby Atmos. And then the second mode, which you could switch to at any time, and there's your FOV. You could also target at 30 FPS, which is just stupid, but you can go to 120 FPS, and then it's 1440p at 120 FPS. And you get a pretty fluid offering. Now, this game did have some performance issues in the open world at launch, ahead of launch. And they have apparently been working on making that a little bit smoother, which is great. But I mean, these generic gray hallways that you run down most of your time, these are totally fine. Like, these run super fluid because there's just nothing going on. But yeah, for me, the whole game was just like grappling down hallways. Over and over and over again. And then it ended. 6 hours of hallway grappling. But it is a sandbox where they were supposed to add new weapons and tools and stuff, and I think they added 2 guns? So that didn't really pan out. But, you know, stuff rarely does when it comes to Halo these days, am I right? I think there's going to be a pretty epic moment right in a sec here. Yeah, Cortana with her cryptic stuff, whatever. Oh, and obviously YouTube doesn't support 120 FPS, but hopefully you're seeing the resolution quality of going to this mode. Definitely a lot more fluid. Woo! If only I knew when I started this game that it was just going to be hallways like this. But it's, you know, that's Halo in the modern era. I was kind of wanting to set this up where you go into the open world. I'm almost feeling like that's a little bit further on than what I had anticipated. Yeah, whatever, man. I'll cleanse you from this room. Huh? How about that? Oh yeah, all these weird box things and stuff like that. Don't worry, none of this matters. It'll all get soft rebooted when they do another Halo at some point, if they do.
This is crazier than I imagined.
Something Endless, something Forerunners, something blah blah blah, something Prometheus, whatever.
Great. I hope this weapon of yours is worth the risk.
No, it definitely is. We need Cortana 2.0. She's the weapon. Ba 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 ba. Why do you wear clothing now, Cortana? Is it because of Microsoft's modern policies?
She's been deleted.
How?
You're an AI construct. You don't even anyways, there's huge AI wars and everything like that. They talk, blah blah blah, everybody's happy. Okay.
Did you do that?
No, removing me triggered a response from the ring.
Of course it did.
I need you to understand. There's not much time.
If you knew how you were going to die,
If you knew how you were going to die,
how would you live your life differently?
how would you?
I don't know, Cortana. I'd probably try to forget Halo 5 and Halo Infinite if I could.
That voice. It's Cortana's.
No, it's not her. Just dust and echoes.
What did you say?
What? It's just pieces of data cycling until they run out of power. It's all around us.
Today, I was called an emotionless automaton.
Actually, you know, she's working overtime in this game because she's doing 3 different voices.
Perfect for the program. They will not all survive.
It is really nice looking though, right?
Made peace with it. Mostly. There is one subject I find myself hoping does live through.
We're that one subject. Master Chief. Anyways, let's switch over to the multiplayer portion. This is the multiplayer portion of the experience, which is a free-to-play offering. So this one is apparently not changed at all, considering we have the same launch map right here. No, just kidding. No, it's kind of funny. It's a microtransaction to the hilt, battle passes, expensive armor, packages, gun skins, all that kind of stuff you can buy. Tons and tons and tons and tons. A wide range of different weapons and abilities. Yeah, pretty much a modernized Halo experience, which, you know, is pretty clean, smooth. We're doing the 120 Hz mode here. Again, we didn't switch that. We also have a fancy other option, like I was mentioning earlier. You were watching that part of the video, but I was kind of teasing it. Yeah, they did eventually actually add the ray tracing, but only for multiplayer. And it's ray trace sun shadows. The laziest kind of ray tracing you can do. But it does add a nice sharpness to the shadows, I guess. Just kind of seems a little pointless to even bother with that. But they did promise that. We never did get executions. And, yeah, I guess they added a lot of maps, but I think they were mostly Community Forge maps. And yeah, I guess there's been lots of different seasons. And lots of different modes you can do. And they got Castle Wars is back. That's cool. You know, if you're into that, that's back. Did this guy get run off to?
Enemy is below us.
I just think it's kind of funny that, like, I literally have been gone this long, and my first match back is immediately in a map that, like, I've already, like, played on so many times when this came out. We won the round, oh, good for us. So anyways, it's smooth, it's clean, there's kind of big team battle stuff, but it's not a proper version of big team battle, because it's more like this awkward mix that, like, terrible maps, terrible design. So big team battle was just kind of shot for me there. Regular arena is fine. I have no issues with it. Actually runs and looks pretty great, you know, in terms of being competitive and smooth and having cool combat style to it. And then, of course, the weirdness of your different armor colors, but still being on the same team. Ugh. I don't know. It gets the job done, what can I say? And you're either kind of into it or you're not. I don't know, it's a pretty dead multiplayer. Like, it never really quite took off the way they wanted to. And I think it's just largely due to the fact it just wasn't anything too special. Like, I mean, it looks like Halo and it plays like Halo. And it's a faster, meaner version of it, but I don't know. It just wasn't ever good enough. I wasn't huge on it. I left. Haven't actually touched this in, I think, a year or two. Yeah. And I didn't really miss it at all. And playing it again and seeing the exact same map, kind of sitting here being like, what exactly has changed? Which is kind of funny. Just a little bit. Like, I mean, it is very detailed. It's kind of cool, these locations and stuff. Although it was funny at launch where it's like, every single map was like based in New Mombasa. It's like, this is a little ridiculous. Have these guys ever played this before? Why are there so many people just looking up into the sky? Or are they looking for me? That would be funny. Enemy respawns depleted. That's great. So yeah, your usual abilities. Usual guns. I think they added like 1 or 2 since launch. Nice. We did it. We're the best there ever was. Oh, cool. A Forge map that's just a remake of Guardian, it looks like. That's exciting. Cool. Yeah, just a Guardian remake. That's what Halo is. Forge map recreations of already existing maps. I don't know, it's just kind of weird. Like, obviously they've done some fan servicing stuff, but like, Like, where's the Doom tie-in? Where's the brand synergy across the Xbox stuff? Like, it would have been cool to have tie-in things, and I don't know. I don't think this game ever reached its full potential. I don't think it ever will. I think they're just kind of doing this to appease the Halo fan base while they work on some new stuff, try to re-energize the franchise. It's just kind of sad. That's the biggest thing, is I wanted so much more for Halo Infinite. I was looking forward to the proud return of the series, and maybe we did just peak with the original Halos, I guess. Sometimes you just gotta let things go, I suppose. You know, there's nothing, like, inherently wrong with the multiplayer, I guess. Other than my issues with, like, big team battle and stuff like that, but it's just not quite good enough, if that makes sense. Like, it doesn't feel... I don't know, Halo used to be really cutting edge, really perfectly fun. Now it just feels kind of like a little generic. I don't know. Wish I had a stronger response to this, actually. Like, I've literally haven't touched this in, like, I think a couple years now. And I'm just kind of like, meh. Like, I really feel like I genuinely haven't missed out on anything. Love to hear people's thoughts on that, I guess, but... Turtle Pants 5? Ugh. I guess it's good that they finally got the Forge and stuff going. I had bailed on this before Forge and that... I think, yeah, before Forge and that actually came out. Same with before custom games really took off, so that was a little disappointing. Because to me, the coolest part of Halo stuff, for multiplayer, outside the fun competitive angles of doing, you know, multiplayer in Halo, is the custom games. They're such a way to expand the life of the Halo series. And it's just, like, amazing that they keep launching these Halo games without the multiplayer fully being available, which includes Forge and custom games. Like, it's astounding. I don't know how they keep getting away with this. Oh, and these stupid announcer things. Oh man, I hate those things. Like the little side AI things. Ugh. I don't know. I'm definitely noticing some frame drops though. It's probably the ray trace shadows. They're too powerful. The Xbox Series X can't handle it. Never are getting those elites or assassinations, are we? Nope. It's just like empty promises is what Halo feels like. But that's the Xbox brand in general. I'm gonna turn off these ray trace shadows. I mean, they're a cool effect, but it's not worth the frame drops. Might also be because this is a Forge map. You know what I mean? Like a custom map. But then again, they're supposed to be checked for like performance, quality, and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this jumping back in. Definitely hasn't made me want to invest more time playing this, but you know, kind of cool to dive back in, take a look at it as an updated video on it. Checking out Halo Infinite again after so long. We won? That's it? The match barely started. Seriously? That's all? That's like 2 minutes. Okay. Alright, I thought we'd do a little bit of big team battle to wrap this all up. Large player numbers. Strange gameplay. It just never felt like big team battle to me. The battle rifle! Ah, my precious. Yeah, there was something about the way they did this big team battle that just like wasn't quite right. It was really off, and the map design didn't lend itself well to big team battle for stuff. anyways, that's Halo Infinite. Revisit. Hope you enjoyed, or not, or whatever.